everybody. Welcome to week 10, day 1. I cannot believe we are already in the second quarter. This is crazy. It's the end of October. It's Halloween. It's spooky season. And so there's nothing better than what we can do than work on mood, tone, connotation, and denotation. It works perfectly. Okay, so let's go over our modules for what we're doing today. So if we go here, we go to week 10 lessons and homework. So what we have here is what we're doing for the week. So there's a mood and tone bell ringer, which will be posted after class, connotation, denotation, mood and tone definitions, a vocabulary, and the I didn't steal my red hat. All homework for the week is due Friday. So what I give today, due Friday. What I give Wednesday, due Friday. Due Friday, which is perfect. So we'll get started on that as well. So if I go back to my modules, let's get this today started. So first thing we have is our slideshow. This is available to you guys already on your Canvas, which is great. We'll get that kind of feeling good. So it's spooky season, so it's all in favor of fall. So connotation, mood, and tone. These words may have been familiar to you before. These words may have been brand new to you today, but hopefully you feel a little bit more comfortable after today's lesson. So there's 4 new words again: connotation, denotation, mood, and tone. Connotation and denotation we're going to focus on right now. Let's look at denotation. Denotation is the dictionary definition of a word. So when I look at the dictionary or I Google a word and I read that definition, I'm just looking for the word's literal meaning. An example is people were sitting in a chair relaxing. So relaxing, what is the dictionary definition? It's not moving, lounging, kind of just stagnant, right? Connotation is something that you probably haven't done too much before, but you already kind of know how to do it. Connotation is the emotion behind a word, how we feel as we read it, hear it, say it, whatever. So words with the same meaning can have different connotations attached to it. Let's look at our 2 sentences. The people were sitting in a chair relaxing, or the people were sitting in a chair in a lazy way. Both words mean very similar things if you look at the definition in the dictionary, but lazy is seen as way more negative. This vocabulary is available to you, but it talks about something called word choice. The reason we're talking about this is because when we read, we need to focus on the word choices an author uses. They use rich, colorful, very precise language in a way that's purposeful in order to clarify, explain, or make you feel a certain way. This vocab, if you click it, works for you guys as well. Let's practice this. I have 3 ways Annette was feeling. Annette was surprised, Annette was astonished, Annette was amazed. What is the general meaning of each of these sentences about Annette? All 3 meanings sort of mean the same thing. She was surprised. But do you think surprised, amazed, and astonished have the same connotation? If you were to see a ghost, would you be more surprised, astonished, or amazed? If you saw the greatest performance of your life, would you be surprised, astonished, or amazed? Words matter, and so we're going to be analyzing words a little bit more deeply. If I saw the greatest thing I've ever seen with a play, I'd be amazed. If I saw a ghost, I'd be astonished. Okay? Surprise could be either which way. You can be positively surprised or negatively surprised. That has a lot more denotation attached to it. Now that we're doing this, we can add up to tone and mood. So tone is simply the author's attitude towards something. But another way to say that that's a little bit more understandable is that tone is basically the words an author chooses to use in order to create a mood. Where mood is how we feel. We have moods every day. I feel happy. I feel sad. I feel glorious. I feel tired. I feel stagnant. I feel crazy. I feel intense. We feel things every day. Authors use words in order to create us to feel a certain mood. If you're reading a spooky story, they're using tone words such as creeped through the house, such as tiptoed quietly. Or they might, if it's a romantic story, they might say blushed gracefully. They might say at lover's touch, whatever they say. They're using certain words to make you feel a certain way. With tone, there's 5 main ways that we focus on tone. There's only 3 I'm going to talk about today. That is diction, imagery, and figurative language. Diction is a fancy name for word choice. If you look at the word itself, diction sounds like dictionary. It's how the words authors use to choose. Imagery how they paint a picture in their mind uses the five senses. And oftentimes that can be through figurative language. The way they use words creates the tone. You can also hear it by the way that your voice levels influx and the volume levels as well as facial expressions. Look at my face as I say this. I didn't say you stole my red hat. No facial expressions, no change in tone of my voice. Tone also happens in your voice. You've heard your mothers have crazy tones, right? When you've had, hey, pick that up. The tone of her voice changed, and that impacts how we feel about that sentence. If I say, hey, pick that up, you feel differently about what I'm saying. So if I went like this, I didn't say you stole my red hat, sounds a little bit different than, I didn't say you stole my red hat. The sound of it changes it as well. Let's look at your assignment that's for homework tonight. So if I go back to my modules, and I go look at my lessons for week 10, it says connotation, denotation, mood, and tone application. Now right here is tone words. So if you're ever struggling on what kind of word, you can't think of it off the top of your head, go ahead and click on that, and it has all these lists of different words, positive, negative, and neutral connotations. But here's your work I want you to do. I have definitions for you of connotation versus denotation. I also have tone and mood definitions for you as well. So if I click on my button, you're going to be able to turn this on Cami by Friday. Okay? So this is what it looks like. These give definitions for you to read over. These are words that you pick. So this is a word bank. You put it right here. You click the text box and you write positive words here, neutral words here, and negative words here based off your word bank. Here you can highlight or write which one is the most negative connotation. Here's more definitions about this. You pick any word that you want. It could be any word that has some kind of denotation to it, right? So it could be flower, and it could be it's a noun and it's a plant in the ground, and then you give me a sentence. Then you can do a connotation of that word, which could be like a blossom, right? And not a crumpled up leaf or something. And go from there. This is your practice, which is all multiple choice. So you guys should be just fine getting this done. If you have any questions, hit me up, call me. I'm here for you. Love you. Have a great day.